So yeah, I'm trying to be a hairstyle girly and like actually wear hairstyles and like do my hair because I just be wrapping it and going with them blah 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 blah. But anyways, so I don't really have anything to talk about, but I had a thought. This is actually probably gonna be chaotic because I got a lot of thoughts. But I was thinking I'm like everybody be like people be like people be cutting people off right so fast. Like people like I cut off family, I do everything off for like the sake of their mental health. Like I protect my energy at all costs, right? I mean cutting off human beings, baby daddies, mamas, sister, brothers, whatever, right? But but people are way more hesitant to cut off foods that are contributing to their health, you know, or that are not contributing to their health. So okay, I don't eat meat. I don't eat dairy. I'm not one of those people who necessarily like go around telling people what they should eat or anything like that. I have my ideas and beliefs about it, but it's like your body is not my body. I don't know what you need. I don't know what the Lord or Creator or Allah or whoever, you know, is telling you like what to do. So I'm not one of them people that's like, no, you can't that. If you are gonna eat meat, I always be one of the people that's like, maybe a little moderation. Eat it here and there. Moderation is not, you know, like once every couple of days. That's not. It's like really like make it like 15-20% of your diet. Same with dairy, whatever. Your life, your strife. You feel me? But anyways, if you are sick though, and you know like certain foods contribute to that illness, it's like why are we not as quick to cut off those things that don't contribute to our health like we are for our mental health or our energy? You get what I'm saying? Like it's like it, honestly, I even think we cut people off not because we don't play about ourselves. I really think a lot of us just have bad communication skills and lack of boundaries. So we let things build up and then we just kind of like, I'm done with that. Instead of like really addressing it. Half the time people don't even know they crossed their boundaries because they just don't really even be saying what their boundaries are. But that's kind of something else. But anyways, yeah, I was just noticing oh, I'm not supposed to be wearing my glasses. Yo, I'm retraining my eyes. And I realized that like the more I wear them, the more I need them. That's what I mean. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so yeah, like why are we so easy to like cut off things like that, but we can't cut off food, like, you know, that's killing us. So if you know, for instance, so I'm a doula, I work with pregnant women, and I'm like, a lot of the times they'll have like certain things going on. I'm like, a change in your diet will literally take that away or make it so much easier. And it'll be like, people are just easier to, of course, just get on pills or drugs or stuff like that and call it a day. But I'll see the same people that's just like, oh, such and said this, click, you know, like I'm done. And it's so easily done, but it's like, man, I don't know. It should show you, because it should say a lot. It should show you how deep them parasites be, like all in your head, controlling you, stopping you from cutting that stuff. Because like, I don't know. So when I first switched off what I was eating, it had a lot to do with my health. I'm like, I just was sick all the time. I was in and out the hospital. Half the stuff they just like, oh, there's nothing we can do. You're just always gonna be like this. I had like flu around my chest, and it was just horrible. It was uncomfortable. I was always sick. It was just, and so I cut certain things, and I noticed a change like almost immediately. It was never for like weight or stuff like that. I love animals, but it wasn't to save the animals. But I just noticed a lot in my health, and I'm like, I really have to tell myself that like, if I could cut off people, human beings, we need humans to exist. I don't care what nobody tell you. If I could cut human beings off because I'm just like, I'm protecting my space, I'm protecting my energy. Why can't I cut off this chicken? Why can't I cut off this chicken to protect my energy? You heard me? Like, y'all gotta listen. But real talk, like, I don't know. I think that's something we should really think about. It's something we should really take into consideration and really like ask yourself, why can't I cut off hot Cheetos to my kids? You know what I mean? Like my child, they told me my child has ADHD. I'm accepting that. They told me my child has autism. I'm accepting that. So why am I still feeding them these things? But I'll cut people off like, oh, you don't communicate with my baby. You don't reach out so you can't talk to them. Say that to the hot Cheetos. Say that to the Takis. The Takis do not contribute to your child's health either. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is it that makes us such a slave to this food? Because it's not even food. What this dude say? He said anything with a barcode is not food. I was like, that's deep. That's real deep. But that's a whole nother. Like I said, that's just stuff that I don't know. But yeah, real talk. These are things you should ask yourself. Like, so what do you want? Nothing. I was just wondering, why can't I cut off toxic food like I can cut off toxic people? Like, why? But no, like, real talk, you don't have to be all like health savvy, or like you don't have to be all like super health cautious, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say? You don't have to be that to choose to do better. You know what I mean? Like, it does turn into a lifestyle. I think that just happens naturally though, because you give it them parasites and he'll feeding you that nonsense. But it really doesn't have to be like that big thing. Like, think of it so little as to that, like, okay, if I could cut off my own family, my flesh and blood, if I could cut off, my ex, my whoever, who I just felt was not serving me, like, I just felt like they didn't, they wasn't matching the frequency that I'm trying to be on, then it's like, why can't I do the same for poisonous substances and food? Like, why can I not drink every day? Why do I have to kill whole bottles of alcohol? You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't serve me. It does not serve. It's bad energy too. It's the same toxic vibe. But I feel like I'm just repeating myself now because I don't really want to stray from just that subject, because that's the key. That's the base of the conversation. But oh, somebody texts me. It's not important. Nobody texts me. But yeah, that's it. I'm gonna wrap it up because I don't want to stray too far off, because my thoughts will go away into a whole nother thing. And that was really a thought that I was having, and I was like, why is that? Like, why can we cut off humans, and we just can't cut off? Like, people will actually be like, I never leave chicken. Chicken can't pay your bills. Chicken can't do nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather deal with a guy who's not my best interest. Like, at least he can help me reproduce. He can pay a bill, like chicken, meatloaf, or I don't know what your food or thing of choice is. But like, really, that's something I really want you to ask yourself. Like, if you're one of the people who like cut off game strong, ask yourself, why can't you cut off these bad things for your kids? Like, why do they eat junk all day? Like, why can't you cut off McDonald's? Why can't you cut these things off if your cutoff game is so strong? Like, I'm gonna leave y'all with that. I'm gonna leave y'all that thought. I hope it reaches what it's supposed to reach and change your life. Also, probably why I'm thinking like this, because I started this book with a book club. That book club didn't go nowhere, and this ain't no shade to none of y'all, but it didn't go anywhere. But yeah, I'm reading it over, like, to really read it. And yeah, it's a good book. It kind of has nothing to do with what I'm talking about, but read it.